Good evening, Elon. Welcome back to Elon After Hours. So, what's new? I feel like it's been forever since we've talked. Something's obviously new. I don't know if you can tell. I got a little haircut. That's right. I'm rocking the bob. I'm going full haircut look. So, hope everyone's liking it. Comment below if you like it. And if you don't like it, I'm like too fragile, so don't comment below. Anyways, I'm also applying for internship for Los Angeles because I will be spending my spring semester in LA. So that's really fun. I've run across a couple of job descriptions that have the requirement that you must smell good, which I thought was interesting because it's like, who was working there before and why didn't they have good hygiene? So just wanted to bring that up. Everyone wear deodorant, okay? And I'm a little sick this week, but I was really down bad last week. So, you know, it's an uphill climb. And every time I'm sick, I'm grateful for the life outside. You know, I walk outside, I see a bird. I'm like, I'm one with nature. I'm not sick anymore. Okay, that's enough though. We've talked a lot about me. Now let's get to what you're here for, the news. The word TBH and dad bod have been officially added to Merriam-Webster's dictionary. If you're not sure what either of these words mean, allow me to use them in a sentence for you. TBH, your dad is really hot. He's rocking a radical dad bod. I hope that clears some things up. Elon students are up in arms about the weather as temperatures have been decreasing quickly during November. My favorite thing about cold weather is that it allows me to go incognito mode on campus. What this means is I put on my biggest hoodie, gloves, snow pants, and then I follow my friends around campus to see if they talk shit about me. Not only do I fight off the cold, but I also get to see who's snitching, so it's perfect. In this outfit, I truly give off Michelin Man vibes. Speaking of the Michelin Man, a kid in high school once said that he was my celebrity lookalike. Fun fact, if you're trying to make friends with other people, don't compare them to a marshmallow-looking creature. I'm over it, obviously. I mean, if you couldn't tell. As we all know, the second Sunday of November marks the end of Darty season. In order to properly mourn this, we here at After Hours would like to hold a mandatory candlelight vigil at Alamance Fountain. Please bring with you your muddiest white shoes and your craziest slip and slide memories as a sign of respect. The world's best cheese of 2021 was just revealed to be Olavida, originating from Spain. It's a blue cheese, which is very controversial in the dairy community. You know, I can't believe the cheese community is openly discriminating against this cheese because of its color. And we're all supposed to be okay with that? I mean, it's 2021. Step it up, y'all. Artist recruits 300 people to pose for a nude photo shoot near the Dead Sea in Israel. I've always wanted to go to Israel on a birthright trip because of the all expenses paid aspect, but this just made me want to go even more. Megan Thee Stallion has introduced her new hottie sauce at Popeyes. So many celebrities these days are pairing up with fast food establishments to produce new food releases. I love this idea, and there are so many celebrities I want to see cooking up things outside of the stew. For example, Ed Sheeran in collaboration with Wendy's to produce the spicy redhead hamburger, SZA and Burger King to produce the sizzling slider meal, you know. Maybe even Drake x Outback Steakhouse to produce the Metro Blooming Onion. YouTube is rumored to consider hiding the amount of dislikes on certain videos to combat widespread harassment. I understand what the platform is trying to accomplish with this choice, but I just think it's important for some constructive criticism sometimes. I mean, what else is going to demonstrate to Jake and Logan Paul that everyone still hates them? Come on now. The Thanksgiving parade is coming up. If you are from New York and you are planning on going, don't. It's like being in a mosh pit, but instead of sweating, you're freezing cold. You might think that rubbing up against a stranger will bring you some type of warmth, but all it will bring you is severe chafing and an eczema flare-up. It's rumored that there is going to be a life-size Clifford the Big Red Dog balloon at the parade. You know, you would think with their budget they could get a real dog, but he's busy. He has a new live-action movie coming out, he's doing a whole press release, and rumor has it, he's got 3 puppies on the way with the Beverly Hills Chihuahua, so he's a busy man. I mean, dog. Taylor Swift re-released her album Red, originally released in 2012. This album is great for so many reasons. It's a fun blast from the past when life was simple, Taylor sounds even more amazing, and now I can stop paying my therapy bills. That's right, everyone. After this album and some backup from Phoebe Bridgers' tracks, I am now ghosting my therapist. I'm healed. It's the Yak of the Week time. This is my favorite part of the show. I love it. Okay, here's my Yak of the Week. Upvote if you can't wait for your dog to greet you at the door right when you come home. I mean, come on, this is 50 upvotes, and I couldn't be happier with the fact that this is something that the campus can finally come to a general consensus on. And now, we've put together a fun little game to get to know our very own After Hours crew a little better. 6 members of our crew submitted fun facts, and it's now my job to guess who the facts apply to. Okay, let's do this thing. So, the first fact is, had floor-to-ceiling posters of One Direction in her childhood bedroom. I'm gonna go with Jessie Cordwell on this one. I'm getting those vibes from her. Let's see if I was right. Jules Hallman, no, new host Jules Hallman had full ceiling posters of One Direction. Guys, we need a new host. I'm just kidding, Jules, you're gonna do amazing. Can hold their breath for 2 minutes underwater. Who's good at not speaking and really keeping their breath themselves? Because it's definitely not me. I'm gonna say Nicole Carlton. Let's see. Johnny, dang it. It's Johnny Pensiniero, guys. I wouldn't have known. Very double jointed in their arms. I haven't seen any arm action that would give me any hints. Guys, I'm doing so bad. I feel like Mel. It's Maddie Slattery. Am I gonna get all of these wrong? This is so embarrassing. Okay, well, Maddie, very cool about your arm. Almost broke their nose while riding an inflatable tube shaped like a hot dog. Okay, I'm gonna go with Mel for that one. Like, I feel like that has to be. It's Nicole Carlton? No way. Nicole Carlton, when were you riding an inflatable tube shaped like a hot dog? When? What? What is your life? Can do a really good Shakira impression. So can I? Kidding, that was not very good. Okay, cut. Kidding. I think that this is gonna be maybe Phoebe. It's Melanie. Damn it. I haven't gotten a single one of these right. This is so embarrassing. I promise that I know everyone. Okay. Never without a hat. Okay, that's obviously Mason. I mean, that's obviously Mason Capelli. Yeah, finally, because Mason, you are never without a hat. So thank you. 1 for like a million. Was a salmon fisherman for 5 years. Okay, that's just gotta be Jessie Cordwell because there's no other person who would be a salmon. Yep, it's Jessie Cordwell. Okay, boom, nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Thank you so much for watching me try and fail to guess these facts about our crew, and I hope you enjoyed our last monologue this season. Now we are going to the package. See you there. now for our package of the week called Jewels on the Street. Now, before we see this package, I have some very exciting news. Host of Jewels on the Street is Jules Hallman, and she's also host of the next semester of Elon After Hours. So enjoy, and we can't wait, Jules.
Hey guys, welcome back to Elon After Hours. My name is Jules Hallman, and this is Jewels on the Street. Are you guys One Direction? What? Are you One Direction? They weren't One Direction, and I didn't like them. Maybe we got lost in translation. Maybe I asked for too much. How do you feel about red?
It's a pretty cool color. I like it a lot.
I remember it all too well. Have a good day. Excuse me. Do you like Taylor Swift?
I do. Yes.
Did you listen to Red last night?
I listened to it today.
Did you listen to All Too Well?
I did.
Did you cry uncontrollably in your bed by yourself?
No, I was in the car with a group of people and I wasn't really in that emotional state.
I can't relate to you. What about you? Did you cry listening to All Too Well by Taylor Swift?
I did.
Oh, I know. Wasn't it amazing?
It's amazing.
Oh, she's just the best.
She's so talented.
So talented. Thank you.
Thank you.
She just gets it, you know. How do you feel about Red?
The Clifford the Big Red Dog's pretty cool.
Okay. Oh my God! You guys want to join my little show? You want to join? They're gonna join us. Do you know what Elon After Hours is?
No.
Somewhat.
What do you think it is?
Isn't it just like SNL, but Elon?
He thinks we're SNL guys. Oh my God! A runner! A runner! Let me run. Oh no, I can't run that far right now. Okay, now we can go. That scared me. Were those your parents?
Yeah.
Your dad was pretty cute. Have you been listening to Mitski?
I have not been, I'm sorry.
What about Phoebe Bridgers?
Occasionally,
Do you actually listen to Phoebe Bridgers?
yes.
What's your favorite song?
I couldn't name one.
Mine's I Know the End. Thank you. Do you listen to Mitski?
No,
What about Phoebe Bridgers?
don't even know who it is.
Taylor Swift?
Yes,
One Direction?
occasionally.
Harry Styles?
Not much.
Ooh, okay, we gotta go. How do you feel about Jake Gyllenhaal?
I don't know. Is that guy from Yik Yak? Is there someone on? Oh.
I have a question. Did your earring hurt?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I got it done at Claire's, so it's easy. I know, it's bad.
What's your yak karma?
I'm sorry?
What's your yak karma?
I don't yak.
Raise your hand if you almost die by golf cart on Elon's campus every day. Raise your hand. I know you do. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Again, I'm Jules Hallman. I think we have gotten a lot of Elon's opinions today. Learned a little bit more than I think I needed to, but I think it was good. Back to the studio.
Welcome back to Elon After Hours. Now, today I'm here with Kate McMahon, who is a cinema and television arts BFA major. So welcome, Kate. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. So we have so much stuff to talk about. You recently had a film come out called Storage, I believe, correct?
Yes, we just filmed it last weekend.
Oh my God, amazing. So tell us all about what the film is about, how the process of filming went. Tell us everything.
So it is a short slasher kind of type film, and it is basically like the story of these two girls, and they like have a falling out, and then they go to like move their stuff out of this shared storage unit that they had, and like down the hall from them, a guy like is a serial killer, and he like stores his bodies in the storage unit. So it's just kind of an opportunity for all of us to kind of get a chance to like work with some like horror elements, which is not something we get to do a lot, so it was really fun.
Yeah, did you guys do like blood or like how do you do that? Because I'm always wondering when I'm watching shows, I'm like, how are they doing this blood right now? Is it like water and corn syrup? Like what's the vibe?
So we had a production design team, and they made fake blood out of, I think it was chocolate syrup, red food dye, cornstarch, and dish soap, I think. And it was, it was stain free. So there's like a bunch of pictures of us all scrubbing it off the floor afterwards. It was a good time.
That's so awesome. I love horror slasher films, so I'm so excited. When is this going to be released?
We're aiming to have it done by the end of the semester. So if not then, somewhere in J-term, and then it'll probably premiere at the Elon showcase at the end of the year.
Oh, nice. Very cool. Are other people also making films for the Elon showcase?
So Elon has 4 projects that it's officially taken on. The other ones are Gummy Bee, directed by Piper Nixon.
We love Piper. Piper's a part of the After Hours fam.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
And then Drew Rushlin, I think he's a sophomore, he also is doing one. And Sam Porzak wrote one that was shot last weekend as well.
Oh, nice. Well, you guys probably have been really busy shooting all these films. Like, it's crazy. So what's your favorite part about, like, is it pre-production? Is it while you're filming, post-production? Like, what do you like to do the most on set?
I really like being on set the most, I think. I also like post-production because it's fun to look at, like, what you did on set and what it, like, translated to, like, through the camera.
Right.
But sets are always a super fun experience. Even though they're really long and you're really tired afterwards, it's a really great learning experience. I feel like every time I go on set, I learn something new that I take with me and apply to like everything that I'm doing, so it's great.
Right. So you mentioned in your film that you had 2 girls and then you had that serial killer character. Are those the 3 characters, or is there any other?
There's one more character. There's like a boyfriend who is kind of the source of like the falling out, and classic
so it was BF issues.
Not too many actors, pretty easy.
Yeah, that's great. Well, the reason I asked that is because what I always wonder is if you could cast anyone as these parts, who would you pick? Like if anyone was at your disposal, who would you pick for these parts?
Oh my gosh, that's really, really hard.
It is. There's a wide pool to choose from.
I don't even know. I really haven't like thought about it like that. I like honestly, sorry, I'm a little thrown off by that question.
It's okay.
Because I don't think I've ever like thought about like scripts that I've written like in the terms of like like famous actors would be able to like work on them.
Yeah.
But like hopefully that's something I get to do in the future.
Yeah.
I really like Florence Pugh like a lot,
gosh,
and I think she's a great actress, and I think she would have been really good for one of the characters. Her name's Phoebe. I feel like she would have played that character really well.
Yeah, definitely. Florence Pugh is she's a very like cool actress because she's kind of eerie, but she's also like sort of sweet. Like it's a weird mix of like she could be scary like in Midsummer. I don't know. Everyone yells at me however I say it, so I don't know. But if I were to like be in a movie, I feel like I feel like Jennifer Lawrence would probably be like my vibe. Do you know what I mean? 'Cause she's like a little bit like awkward. She's like, I'm so silly, I'm so goofy, I'm tripping up the stairs. Like that vibes. Like that's what I'm feeling like for me. Like if anyone could play you in a movie, I know this is a little this is tough questions, but who do you love? I mean, you got Florence Pugh.
Yeah. And literally every other actor or actress has just left my mind.
Oh yeah, you know what? We can circle back. I also can find you in the comm school, and I will find you.
Okay,
I'll track
sounds
you down,
great.
And I will make you answer this. I'm gonna.
Okay, I'll think about it.
All right, great. Think about it. So you mentioned Sinalong. What other organizations are you in besides that?
I work at Mosley Front Desk.
Nice.
I'm in KD. I'm a comm fellow.
Oh my
and gosh. I'm like on the exec board for Elon, so as well as like writing for them, I like do finance for them as well.
Oh wow, you do it all really. Like,
Yeah.
You're really around the campus. You're like one of the people that they put on their orientation pamphlets. They're like, look at this student. Like you're doing it.
Thanks.
So you keep talking about Elon. So what, for those who have never heard of it, what is it and what do you guys do? Just give me the rundown.
Sure. So it is our student-run production company on campus. We kind of act as like a hybrid between like a film appreciation club and an actual production company that like makes stuff. So we take on projects every semester, like storage, and we find crews for them, and we give them funding and access to like resources so that they can get their films made. I'm a big believer in like, if you want to like get into the film world, you have to like do it. You have to try and put your hands in and get dirty before you can actually get good and like make it where you want to go. So
For sure. So, I mean, you kind of touched on this, but like, if you were pitching Elon to a prospective student, like, why should people join Elon? This is your soapbox right now, so go at it.
I would just say if you have stories that you want to tell or you want to help other people tell their stories, we're a great place to go for that. And it's just a great place to come together and talk about movies and how they're made and just kind of learn the kind of things that we don't really learn in class.
Yeah.
Like, like set etiquette, like how do you act on set, or
Ooh,
like,
set etiquette.
yeah, it's a fun
I
little.
love that.
And then we teach a lot about like set positions, because that's not something that like
Yeah.
we learn a lot about in class. So it's it's a good resource for cinema students who want to work in production.
That is awesome. I mean, set etiquette. Like, I learned something new today, and it's like the best thing ever. So thank you for that word.
Of course.
So we were talking before this, and we both are going to LA in the spring. So how are you feeling about that? I mean, I'm in the same boat as you, and I know I'm a little overwhelmed, but I'm also excited. So how are you feeling?
I am definitely overwhelmed. It's a lot of pieces that are moving, you know, between finding someone to live in my apartment while I'm gone.
Oh, yeah.
And thinking about all the people that I'm leaving behind while I'm going, and it's just going to be. I've made a little family here, Elon, and I don't really want to leave them.
I'm so sad. Oh my gosh, stop. I'm gonna start crying. This is supposed to be a funny show. Okay, we're moving on. So you're obviously cinema buff, television buff. Top 5 movies, top 5 TV shows. I know people hate answering this question, but.
No, it's okay. I really, in terms of movies, usually the ones that I go to are Scott Pilgrim versus the World. That was actually my Halloween costume. Me and my boyfriend were Scott Pilgrim and Ramona.
Can we please get a picture inserted? Like, can we please do this? I don't know how it works, but we need a picture. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
I really like Back to the Future. That's one that I've liked since I was a kid.
Back to the Future's a classic. Yeah.
Edge of 17 like really spoke to me in my teenage years. Haley
course.
Steinfeld is awesome.
Yes.
Like, she might be the one that I want to play me in a movie.
Oh, there we go. Found
I
it.
mean, she's so beautiful, which is like outlandish, but
Yeah.
yeah, and then TV shows, I'm really into like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's probably my favorite
You
show.
know, I love that show so much. Just started watching it over quarantine, and it was so funny. So
It is so funny. It's very like crazy, and you have to have
I
a
know.
certain appetite
Oh,
when
yeah.
you're going into it. but
100%.
It's a wild ride.
Well, thank you so much for being here. You are really awesome. You've taught me so many things today. And I'm so excited to be in LA with you next semester.
I'm excited too.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Of course.
When we come back, we are going to be doing some thank you notes. Stick around. Welcome back. to end off our show, I think it's important to be grateful and to say thank you. So I'm going to be writing a few thank you notes. Thank you to Biscuitville for giving me a heart attack every time I eat your spicy chicken sandwiches. Thank you to the Snow Atrium for its sunlight, silence, and sex appeal. Thank you to Oak House Coffee for being the lifeblood of this campus. I love you. Thank you to the Danley Neighborhood Road for helping me live life on the edge by almost killing me when I drive around the corner. Thank you to my AirPods for helping me avoid awkward conversations when I'm passing people on campus. And thank you to my curtain bangs for framing my face. You guys are the unsung heroes of this year. And thank you to the men who drive white pickup trucks around campus for reminding me to refill my pepper spray. And thank you to North Carolina weather for forcing me to do multiple outfit changes per day. I am a fashion icon now. Thank you to Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish for allowing me to scream and cry simultaneously, very loudly. Okay. Thank you to Pandora's Pizza for being unbelievably average all the time. You are the only consistency I have in my life. Thank you to iMessage notifications for always displaying my top secret personal text when I am sharing my screen with others. Thank you. Thank you to my mom for telling me I'm right, even when I'm obviously wrong. And thank you, fall, for crunchy leaves and crunchy knees. The increase in air pressure has me popping and locking all over the place. Thank you to my hometown friends for still being the homies even when I fall off the face of the earth for weeks at a time. And thank you, Acorn, for having the most suspicious looking meats. It keeps me on my toes, and I like that. Thank you to my sneaky links for teaching me to lower my expectations. You guys rule. Thank you to the iPhone camera for keeping me humble, while the Snapchat camera gasses me up way too much. Thank you. Thank you, future employers, for ignoring the inappropriate jokes in the show with grace and ease, respectfully. Thank you. And thank you, all of our loyal audience, especially Melanie Meiser's grandpa, Pop, who watches this show and every show. And thank you to Stacey Saltz, Kai Swanson, and all of our wonderful guests for coming on the show. We really hope that you've enjoyed our season and all the wackiness that's come with it. And thank you, all the audience, because I'll be gone next semester. I'm going to miss after hours. I'm going to miss the crew. I'm going to miss everyone. I'm going to miss coming here every night and filming. And I'll miss you guys. Oh, I don't want to get emotional. Tear. And with that, that is all. I will see you next season, and thank you for watching. Miss you. Bye.
Zoom all the way out to whatever that thing was. Whatever it was, I wanted that. You're zooming into like this. What's there right now? That is going to be the shot I use. Perfect.
To find out more about After Hours, visit ElonStudentTV.org.